Hi everybody.
Hi there.
This little video is about the homeless situation subject. We were in Council Grove, Kansas, which is, they receive their share of tourists, and we went to a restaurant, and I guess it's natural for them there to ask, the waiter started a conversation with us and said, where are y'all from? We told him, and we told him we're traveling full-time in an RV, when he said, wow, you're all a long ways from home. And he said, oh, so you're homeless. Well, it kind of shocked us. I mean, and I guess I was a little bit offended by it, but on that subject, I'll just do an Ed's tangent. I'm the kind of person that believes, I'm not going to look at the guy and say, you just offended me. I mean, if something offends you, well, change the channel or do whatever, but a person has the right to do what they are going to say. And I could have argued the point that, we're paying customers to install us, but anyway, well, Sandy and I were talking about later, and you were telling me about that apparently this is a thing.
A lot of people out there are considering RVers as being homeless. And there's even, legislation being changed in some states to take care of the RVs that sit alongside the street. It's just turned into quite a mess.
And so that made me aware that, and she told me that there was a documentary that had been done on this, and they used the term homeless. And well, here's the problem I have with the term homeless. During jobs I've had in the past in a career that I had with a large company, I've been to Chicago in the winter, and I've been walking down the streets after being fed a wonderful dinner that I didn't pay for, to see people laying over the subway vents with a cardboard blanket in the dead of winter to stop themselves from freezing to death. I've been to New York City, and I've seen people pushing all their belongings around in a shopping cart and trying to add to their wealth by picking through some trash to see if there's something else they can add. Who knows, maybe a sock or somebody's throwing out something useful.
And standing in alleyways over top of 50-gallon barrels with a fire going in them to try and keep warm and everything. We've all seen stuff like that.
So, I mean, we have a stove, fridge, microwave, a TV to watch, a radio.
Heat and air conditioning, electric, water.
We go to the grocery store, we fill the covers like other people. We got a wonderful dog that runs around with us too. And no, we're not homeless.
Not by any stretch.
The problem I have to adapt that term, I was a kid. I remember my grandparents and that talking about a particular gentleman, and he was homeless. And everybody in the family and other friends were trying to figure out how to help this guy. Well, homeless, just as soon as my grandfather said he's homeless, my grandmother was like, oh my gosh. So the term homeless means somebody is really down on their luck. And I think to just grab the term homeless and use it for situations of people like ourselves, or if there's some kind of city ordinance problem in a city and a lot of people are taking advantage of it. I don't have an answer for all that stuff, but I mean, we've come up with a lot of different names to cover the growth in technology and all those things. Surely when it comes to a social issue, if there's a need for coming up with some term to cover a situation, I would think you could do it without grabbing an existing one and turning it into something that when people hear the term homeless, they think, oh, there's gypsy wanderers, there's all those people that are sitting along K Street in some city somewhere. So that's, I guess, our little bit of a rant on being called homeless. Yeah. I think, how about we're bricks and sticks challenged? We just can't, we gotta travel, man. I mean, we've owned the homes, we've done all those things, and the thought of, just living the rest of our lives out and not seeing this beautiful country of ours, we we made a purchase. We owned a trailer outright. And I'm not trying to brag, but that's something a homeless person probably dreams of, is they're curling up in a refrigerator box.
And we actually did run into a technically homeless couple.
Oh, that's right.
When we were in Wisconsin, they were in a campsite right next to ours, actually. And we went out and bought them a tent so they would have a roof over their heads. Now, those folks were homeless.
Yeah, they came rolling into the campsite, and we noticed they didn't have any equipment, but they paid for a little camping site. And the guy, him and his wife, and they both worked at the same outfit, and they got let go. And it was like a traveling, almost like a circus or some kind of carny show or something they worked for, and they both got let go. They were bused to the town we were in and dropped off at the bus station and given their last pay, and they were trying to figure out what to do. Didn't have any blankets, didn't have, so we didn't want them to get in trouble, and figured if we bought them a tent, maybe they can keep it and use it down the road, but also make them look legitimate.
Mm-hmm. Then we gave them a blanket,
and a blanket too. So it's not we did all that much. But the thing is, I think, homeless for Sandy and I is a terrible phrase to hear. And in our minds, when we hear homeless, we hear somebody that really needs help. Mm-hmm. And come on, America, let's keep homeless where it goes. Don't call me something else. Previously enjoyed homeowner or something.
There you go. That's a good one.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents on us homeless people that have wheels and drive all over the place. Hope y'all are doing well.
Take care.
Bye.